Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight. You know, can't wait now. These last 2 weeks, it's more, you know, my age, I just can't wait to get in there and do it. I could fight tomorrow, which, you know, it's the weight that gets you now, because once you're ready to go, you just want to let go. But the anticipation is building for me. You know, the diet, it does kind of get on your nerves sometimes, and I'll assure you that I will be having plenty of chips as soon as I've had the fight.
Hello and welcome to Bury. We are just north of Manchester for our very latest Friday fight night, live on YouTube via the Hatton TV channel. This, of course, the hometown of hot Hatton prospect Scott Quigg, the now undefeated British super bantamweight champion. He's not in the ring tonight, but instead hands over top billing to another rising star, Blackpool's Adam Little, who will forever be remembered as the boxer who had Ricky Hatton in his corner when the hitman, of course the former two-weight world champion, made his ring debut as a trainer. So plenty to look forward to tonight. It's on with the action, and it's over to our MC tonight, Mr. Paul Booth.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening and welcome to Friday Fight Night Live, brought to you this evening by Hatton Promotions, coming to you live from the Castle Leisure Centre here in Bury. We're broadcasting live on YouTube via the Hatton TV channel, and time now to introduce bout number 1 of our 7 for this evening. Firstly, making his way to the ring, would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from Hayes in London, Darren McKenna.
So out of the darkness and into the light steps Darren McKenna, ready for the first bout of the evening. I should quickly bring in alongside me the man who is sitting next to me, the former British flyweight champion, Mickey Cantwell. Good to have you back alongside, Mick. Looking forward to tonight.
I am feeling, you know, there's a few guys making their debuts like Ryan Daw and Jimmy Kelly. I'm looking forward to seeing, obviously, Adam Little, who now, as you already said, trains with Ricky Hatton. So, I mean, I love these small hall shows. I think they're the bread and butter of boxing. It's great to be here in Bury as well.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the blue corner from Manchester, England, would you please welcome the undefeated Craig Bunn.
As you'd expect, plenty of support in the house tonight for Craig Bunn. He's the local lad in this first contest of the evening. Not quite as local as Scott Quigg, who I mentioned earlier. Scott lives literally round the corner. We famously filmed him one night when he was fighting here. He could virtually leave his front door and be in the ring 60 odd seconds later, so close does he live. Well, Craig here's from Manchester, but he's brought plenty of fans just that few miles north up the M60 to Bury here tonight.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hatton Promotions presents an evening of boxing. 7 bouts ahead of us. Time now for bout number 1. This evening's boxing, sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Our area representative and inspector in charge this evening is Mr. Steve Gray. Timekeepers on the bell for this evening's bouts are Mr. Gary Grennan and Andrew East, and the matchmaker for this evening's bouts is Mr. Richard Poxon from Hatton Promotions. Now, bout number 1 is scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of super middleweight boxing. Referee, upon the sound of the bell, is the third man in the ring, introducing from Bury, Mr. John Latham. Those are the officials for this first bout. Time now to introduce our boxers. Firstly, This evening, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the silver shorts with black. On the scales, his official weight, 12 stone, 8 pounds. And he has a fight record of 3 visits to the ring, 1 victory with 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Hayes in London, would you please welcome Darren McKenna. And off the ring stands his undefeated opponent this evening, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black and gold shorts. On the scales, his weight, 12 stone, 9 pounds. His fight record reads 4 victories with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Manchester, England, the undefeated Craig Byrne. Our referee, Mr. John Latham, will now give his final instructions.
Instructions all the time. Break, both break clean. Defend yourselves all times. Just gloves.
4 3-minute rounds of super middleweight boxing.
All set to go in Bury then. Local man in the ring refereeing the first contest, John Latham. And away we go, and appropriately enough, we're starting with a bun fight. Craig Byrne in the gold and black trunks up against Darren McKenna in the darker trunks, the sort of silver sparkles. Interesting to see how they go. This a super middleweight contest, scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Straight away, Byrne into action behind that left jab of his.
Yeah, he certainly set the pattern early, hasn't he? You know, he's dictating that jab. McKenna's just walking around the outside.
Remember, Byrne defending an unbeaten record as a professional so far. Still really at the start of his career, and he made his making his reappearance to the ring, rather, I should say, because he made his debut some 7 years ago, then had to spell out of the ring. So this will be an interesting test for him as to whether there's any rustiness there. Was a very good prospect as an amateur.
Plays a nice left hook to the body, Phil. Darren McKenna, you know, showing a good tight defence. I think he's going to have to. You can see Byrne favours the left hook.
He's looked for the uppercut a couple of times as well, so has a good variety of punch already, we can see Craig Byrne. McKenna acquitting himself well so far in this opening round.
There's that left hook again.
This with the uppercut that time, Byrne.
Interestingly, Phil, the super middleweight division is quite hot at the moment. Obviously got European champion James DeGale, British champion George Groves leading the pack. But I certainly like to look at Craig Byrne. He's certainly warming to this contest. There's blood coming from Darren McKenna's nose.
He's really stepping it on now towards the end of this first round, Craig Byrne. I think he's got his range, feels he's got the measure of his man now. Looking to really pile the pressure on Darren McKenna.
In fairness to McKenna, he's having a go. He's firing back. Been under a lot of pressure his first round. Now he's tipping that body shot. Very impressive round from Craig Byrne.
So a little bit of work to be done in the McKenna corner. Bit of blood coming down from that nose as a result of those blows coming in from Craig Byrne in what was a very accomplished first round for the Manchester man. Like I say, he's been out of the professional game for some 5 years now.
So he's certainly come back with a bang, Phil, hasn't he, in the first round. This week we see McKenna's having to go back. Bit gung-ho. But like I said, in fair play to him, he'd come back every time. This was the quality shots, though, from Craig Bunn. You can see he's well schooled.
I'll say he was a terrific amateur, Craig Bunn. More than 60 contests in total. He won the Junior ABA Championships. Was at one stage regarded as a possibility for the Commonwealth Games before a misdemeanor put him in prison for a while, and so he's come back a little bit heavier, but certainly looks to be in good shape boxing wise and good physical condition as well. And he's well, he says he's done his time. His misdemeanors are behind him. He's going to concentrate on his boxing now, and if that first 3 minutes is anything to go by, then there's a lot of promise there and plenty to work from.
I'd say he throws quality shots, Phil, you know, even then with the uppercut. Got good balance in his feet, he pulls back well. But, you know, he'll be in great condition, you know, he's from Joe Pennington's stable. You know, Joe really has pride in the way he trains his fighters. Good left hook there. McKenna took it well.
Yeah, there's a real snap to his punches.
The thing I've noticed though, McKenna, he's walking one way. He has done for a round and a bit now. Going round to his left.
Yeah, that might just make it easier for Craig Bunn to pick him off.
There's that left hook down to the downstairs again. But like I said, McKenna always comes firing back.
Nice little body shot in the midst of that from McKenna, but he's still on the receiving end more often than not. Bunn unleashing some more body blows of his own. It's a good test of McKenna's conditioning, actually, how much gym work he's done. Because I think the torso is going to take a bit of a pasting, as well as that nose, which incidentally they've patched up pretty well in the interval there.
I think you see with McKenna, you know, he's a tough character. You know, he's travelled quite away from home, from Hayes in London. Sent the Lions Den, as they say. He knows he's up against it. But fair play to him, he's having a go. Good shots from him here.
And to be fair, he's not afraid to take a fight. He's fought in Sheffield and Derby prior to this, so he's quite happy to leave the sound of Bow Bells down there in London and come and fight up in the north of England.
He's got a nice jab, he's got his nice jab going, he's going. Anything he does, like I say to him, like when he throws his right hand, keep that chin slightly down. Again, here comes the attack from Bunn, but McKenna's claimed him well there. He's done well, McKenna's second part of this round, Phil. He's poking his jab out now, he's settled down a little bit.
He's not been phased by the onslaught that's coming from Bunn.
He's doing really well. That's that wild shot I was talking about earlier. Must be very careful.
I think Bunn's
good shots from
attack
McKenna.
may just have drawn blood again, though, from McKenna. It's a little bit marked around the nose area and perhaps below the left eye as well. But he's fighting back well, as you say, towards the end of this round, McKenna.
He's done well for this round, done really, really well. I'm sure he's going to be happy with him, even though I think he's lost the round. The better quality punches are coming from Bunn, but he's put himself right in the fight. He's done well there, McKenna.
Well, it was a really good test of his defences there, the man from London. And to be fair, for the most part, he had his gloves nice and high, and he was protecting that bloodied nose, which he sustained in the first round. You just see a little bit more punishment there, and a tiny bit of work to be done, but nothing serious at this stage by any means. McKenna, incidentally, had a sensational win on his professional debut. That was a year ago, back in February 2011. First round knockout, so he's got some punching power, but this was him on the receiving end a little bit in that round. See those body shots raining in, but then McKenna trying to give as good as he got.
Like I said, Phil, I thought McKenna done well, even though Bunn edged around. I think McKenna's warmed into this contest. You know, and Bunn's not having it all his own way like he did the first round.
Seconds out, round 3.
Be interesting to see how Craig Bunn goes as this contest, you know, goes along, especially being out for so long. Looks in tremendous shape, as we said earlier. You can definitely tell he's got plenty of boxing ability.
say, previously fought at light middleweight, so he's just filled out a little bit and stepped up in categories to super middle here.
I suppose once he gets back fighting regular, his weight will probably drop down, probably maybe to middle.
He's been doing some sparring to get ready for his professional return with the likes of Matty Askin and Jamie Cox, so he's been in with some good guys.
Left foot against the body. Kind of treating off there on the back foot a little bit. That left foot to the body took the wind out of him a bit.
McKenna at least going around the ring the opposite way. Now he's trying to keep out of harm's way, sometimes to the right, sometimes to the left. Just keeping Bunn guessing, keeping him honest.
Again, that nose bleeding from Darren McKenna. But look at the bravery he's showing.
He's standing toe-to-toe with Bunn here. No backing off at all from the Londoner. Had a decent amateur career himself, actually, Darren McKenna. Boxed with the Hayes Amateur Boxing Club, lost in the novices final back in 2008. So both these men did pretty well with the head guards and the vests on, but it's a whole new ball game in the pro ranks.
Showing good defence there, McKenna. He has to, I think, with Bunn trying to unload. But again, you see McKenna always comes firing backfield. Look at him, you know, he's having a real go again.
Showing a lot of heart. Showing plenty of strength here is Craig Bunn.
The sort of way McKenna's looking forward, he fancies this.
A bit of a shove back there by Bunn. Can't allow his man to bully him around the ring here, McKenna.
Interestingly, you know, when McKenna gets caught, it's a bit untidy, but he always comes back with his own punches, as he's doing now. You see his eyes getting marked up as well, McKenna. It's turning into quite a grueling contest for both men. Good jab from McKenna. Look, here
a couple of good shots there by McKenna. Bunn was almost goading him as if to say, yeah, well, you caught me, but you didn't hurt me. It's dangerous, though, when you drop your gloves like that. But three pretty comfortable rounds for the home boxer, the Manchester man, Craig Bunn. As I say, he'll be looking to shake off a bit of ring rust, get back to the swing of things. Just needs to keep his focus now.
I think, as we said earlier, you can see he's got the quality. But I think we've said it all through the contest. McKenna always comes, you know, when he gets caught with one or two punches, always comes firing back with his own shots.
I'm not so sure McKenna's got the power to really trouble Bunn here, but he's certainly got plenty of stickability.
It's been a good fight, Phil, so far, isn't it?
Yeah, good start to this evening's bill. We've got 6 more fights to follow, so let's hope they continue in the same vein. Just a reminder, it's Craig Bunn in the gold and black trunks up against London's Darren McKenna wearing the dark shiny shorts. Bunn, incidentally, is a recent addition to the Hatton stable. They've seen the potential in him, so they've got him on board, and they've got plenty to work with, I think, here. As Mickey was saying, he trains with Joe Pennington now. Joe will soon knock him into shape.
It's been an absorbing contest, Phil. I think in the beginning you thought Bunn was going to walk through Darren McKenna, but McKenna's been, as you said, plenty of stickability, and even the back foot here is showing good defence.
There was a nice uppercut shot there, and McKenna did well to get out of the way of that.
He's always scoring that jab. He fires his jab out.
Bunn changing his direction of attack into the body again.
Good shots from McKenna.
Yeah, McKenna's varied it a bit more towards the end of the fight, which is good as well. As Mickey pointed out early on, he was just going one way around the ring. He's changed that. He's given a bit more in terms of counter punching as well. So plenty for Craig Bunn to think about here.
Yeah, Bunn's not all his own way. McKenna has certainly, since the first round, been in this contest. He's made Bunn think about it. That's a big left hook downstairs.
Yeah,
Craig Bunn took it well.
Right above us. I think he took it better than I did, Mick.
Yeah.
It was right above and I winced. But McKenna very much still standing.
He's certainly in great condition, McKenna. Bunns took all his punches as well.
Another big body shot comes in.
Again, that nice jab from him. He's got a lovely jab.
What a grandstand finish. Straight right, put him down. Lovely shot from Craig Bunn. Once McKenna didn't see it coming. I think he's going to be okay, and I think he's going to make it to the end. Well, that was a terrific shot from Craig Bunn, and McKenna now really just has to survive, and he manages to do so. What a terrific contest that was. Sporting tap on the back for both men, from both men. For Craig Bunn there, just a little glimpse of perhaps what he may have in store in the future. He left it till late, but it was a terrific shot when it came.
It certainly was, and it's where I said earlier, Darren McKenna, now when he threw it, he always pulls his chin back up in the air. You'll see it now. Watch it, bang. Good shot though, good footwork from Bunn. But fair play to McKenna, he got up his feet and survived the round. I know there wasn't long left, but here we go.
I think we can now get the official verdict from inside the ring.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, after the end of 4 3-minute rounds of boxing, I ask you please to show your appreciation for both of our boxers. So then, bout number 1 of the night goes the distance. We ask our scoring referee, Mr. John Latham, for his decision. Mr. Latham scores the contest 40 points to 35 points in favour of our winner. And still undefeated as a professional boxer from Manchester, England, Craig Bunn. And as he leaves the ring, ladies and gentlemen, please give that round of applause for our gallant runner of man's first bout this evening, Darren McKenna.
So Craig Bunn keeps his undefeated record intact. Super way to finish. The icing on the cake, or perhaps the icing on the bun. It was a terrific right at the end of the contest. Had it come earlier, he may have finished it sooner. But a good 4-round workout for Craig Bunn, onwards and upwards for him.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for bout number 2 of the evening. We're broadcasting right around the globe on the World Wide Web, on YouTube via the Hatton TV channel. A very good evening and welcome to our night of boxing from the Castle Leisure Centre here in Bury. Time now for bout number 2 of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, making his way to the ring from Limehouse in London, introducing Francis Maynard.
Another Londoner makes his way to the ring, another North v South clash, this one in the lightweight category this time. This is 29-year-old Francis Maynard, who only took this fight at a couple of days' notice. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes this evening. Just at the start of his professional career, having made his debut in September of last year.
And now making his way to the blue corner and bringing with him a 100% professional fight record. Ladies and gentlemen, from Burton-on-Trent in Staffordshire, introducing Tom Sure Thing Shaw.
So he goes by the tag Sure Thing, as you can see from his shorts. Is victory a sure thing tonight? Well, you can never be too certain in the boxing game. But it's 3 wins from 3 so far for the Burton boxer. And he'll be looking to just extend that run tonight as he makes his way into the ring.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hatton Promotions present bout number 2 of the evening, scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of lightweight boxing. Our timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Gary Grannon. Upon the sound of the bell, our referee in charge of this bout is Mr. Alvin Finch. Our scoring judge at ringside is Mr. Steve Gray. Those are the officials, and here are our boxers. Firstly, introducing on my left, this evening, fighting out of the red corner, are wearing the black shorts with white trim. He was on the scales at an official weight of 10 stone, 2 pounds. A fight record of 1 victory with 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Limehouse in London, introducing Francis Maynard. And across the ring stands his undefeated opponent. This evening, he wears the black shorts with silver trim. His fight record is 3 visits to the ring with 3 victories. From Burton-on-Trent in Staffordshire, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated Sure Thing, Tom Shaw. Our referee will now give his final instructions.
No hitting behind the back of the head, no hitting behind the back of the back. Touch gloves, good luck to both of you.
4 3-minute rounds of lightweight boxing.
Round 1. So this will be another good test for young Tom Shaw, 21 years old, fought on the Scott Quigg undercard in Bury last July.
See, this caught a really sharp right-hander from Maynard.
I'd say Maynard's a danger, if only for the fact he's somewhat of an unknown, because Shaw didn't even know he was fighting him until 48 hours ago. So
is that right in the game, Phil? Already twice. What's good about this contest, Phil? Both men are undefeated.
Yes, Maynard a win and a draw in his 2. Shaw 3 from 3.
So Shaw's got to be very careful with Maynard's right hand over the top. Again.
Caught with it 3 times in the opening minute.
He's obviously a very crisp puncher, Francis Maynard.
Well, Shaw with something to think about already in the early stages of this contest. Maynard has come out showing that he means business tonight, and he's not going to surrender his unbeaten record lightly.
Yeah, he's got quite a nice aggressive style, very compact, nice head movement. You can tell he's got good foot movement as well. Again, you can hear the gasp in the crowd with that fourth right hand that Tom Shaw's taken. He took him well. He's obviously well conditioned.
Yeah, really needs to focus and be ready for that right hand of Maynard's, which comes fast and straight. It's not really a right hook, it's pretty much straight right over the top.
So Maynard's cutting the ring down again.
There.
I'm pretty sure he gets back to his corner. Shaw's going to be told, get that left hand up and get that chin down.
Yeah, that's potentially a devastating weapon that Maynard has at his disposal. In this first round, something of a wake-up call for Tom Shaw. I'm sure he didn't come to the ring thinking that it was a done deal or a sure thing. He certainly knows it isn't now. Maynard's almost content to let Shaw make the first move, and that just opens the door for that right hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really comfortable, Maynard. You know, like I said, the away fighter. Looks very good, though, doesn't he, Phil? Interesting first round.
Yeah, I don't think that was quite according to the script that most of us had at ringside. That said, we could just about throw away the script because, like I say, even Tom Shaw probably didn't know too much about Francis Maynard and his preparations. He knows plenty about him now, especially that right hand.
You can see every time he slips a shot, he's looking for that right hand.
Yeah, a couple there just went over the shoulder, but there were plenty that actually landed. Certainly something they'll need to work on in Shaw's corner. Got to get the defences right to counter this man's punching. Maynard, incidentally, a former mixed martial arts fighter, so he'll be very, very fit, very, very mobile. You can be sure of that.
He really does fight. I know we said it, he favours that right hand. Really kind of rolls it over. And so he's always looking to get it off. Every time he throws his left, he always throws his right.
Coming into this contest, Tom Shaw hadn't even dropped a round as a professional boxer. But I think he realises here he's got his hands full tonight.
I'd like to see Shaw being more busy with that jab. That's more like it for him.
Does seem to be holding that right hand just a little higher. I think the corner have had words.
Looks like Shaw's thinking about this round, Phil. He's like taking his time, having a look this time instead of jumping in. That's how he got caught. Again.
Just about to say the word I was going to use was a bit more composure about his work in this one from Shaw. It's quite so.
He's obviously been told to work on the outside and be busy there from there.
Yeah.
Like punch from distance.
Trying to pick his punches a little more carefully. He was a bit carefree in the first one and so often dropped his defences, got caught. But that's good again from Maynard.
I think he's mainly likes to be up close to us because he's got that good head lateral movement. And he's looking to throw once he's in close in the 1-2 cluster, which he throws very sharp. But when he's out on the outside, he's not so effective. There's not an awful lot of clean shots getting through from either man this round, though, Phil.
Yes, a battle of defences in the second. Maybe just both reining themselves in.
That's a better jab from Tom Shaw.
Certainly more effective from the Staffordshire man, I think, in this second round.
Yeah, he's had a better second round. Still got to be careful though. Maynard's very dangerous. You can see the way Maynard's just looking and thinking, how can I get him that big right hand? But Shaw's definitely giving him more to think about this round. It's certainly had a really good round. He's even the fight for me, Phil.
Yeah, much better round for Tom Shaw. Little nod between the two boxers. I know it's been a frustrating time of late for Shaw. He's had 8 months out of the ring. Maybe his approach in that first round was something to do with the fact that he's been out of the ring for 8 months. He just wanted to get going. Several proposed fights have fallen through. Much more composed in that second 3 minutes.
Yeah, he boxed better on the outside. You know, you got Francis Maynard, you know, as we know, he's been the aggressor. I think every time he come forward, Tom Shaw got on his back foot and usually good.
Certainly that Maynard right hand was not quite so effective in that second round. That's not to say that Shaw has nullified the threat completely. So into the second half of this contest, round 3 of a scheduled 4. Lightweight division, remember. Tom Shaw from Staffordshire in the black trunks with the silver trim, up against London's Francis Maynard in the black and white trunks with Francis splashed across his waistband.
Quite aggressive here. Francis Maynard's come out. His corner told him to take the initiative again. Obviously felt he had a good first round, let it slip second. Again, you got Shaw thinking about what he's doing. Good right hand from Shaw, sharp.
Maynard, incidentally, is a personal trainer, so he should be in good shape.
It's another absorbing contest like the first one, Phil. Now both men thinking, looking what they're doing. It's better from Shaw giving Maynard different angles. He's moving side to side, not letting Maynard set.
He hasn't been flustered by the fact that Maynard wants to take centre ring, just switches it round, gets there himself now, Tom Shaw, but Maynard again is quick to dive in. As you say, Mickey, maybe he's had a shout for the corner that he just eased off a bit in that second round, Francis Maynard, and maybe the corner have told him to step it up again now. Shaw boxing in much more controlled fashion now.
He's moving away for a time, you know. Maynard comes, you know, you watch him take a little step back. He's shooting his sharp punches from distance.
I think, to be fair, it just took him a while to come to terms with the opponent in front of him. He was somewhat taken unawares initially by Francis Maynard. He's gradually solving the conundrum that's in front of him.
Yeah, as we've seen, Maynard's more comfortable up close. Does his damage in the pocket, as they say. But Shaw's certainly dictating on the outside now. I still wouldn't be dropping my hands that close, Phil. It's something, you know, you should have kicked that left hand up if I was you, Tom.
So 3 gone, 1 to go. I'd suggest this one is fairly close.
I think Tom Shaw may be edging in front, Phil.
He certainly had a better last couple of rounds, has Shaw. Noticed on his social network profile, he goes under the tag "Born to be a boxing king." Well, if he wants to be a boxing king, he's got to learn from experiences like this. It was an uncomfortable experience to start with, but it seems to be getting a bit better for him.
Yeah, he certainly has. He realised, well, he's pretty cool and realised the first round this man's very dangerous.
10 seconds.
Francis Maynard, you know, he boxed very well last 2 rounds, Phil. Really accomplished, and you can see he's obviously a thinking fighter.
The 4th and final round.
But he needs to be.
So last round, 21-year-old Tom Shawthing Shaw from Staffordshire up against London's Francis Maynard, 29 years of age, incidentally. Maynard, latecomer to the pro ranks. So if he's going to make a mark in professional boxing, he's got to move quickly.
Here he comes, that aggressive style. It's interesting when they do other disciplines like the kickboxing, the MMA, they like to be on the front foot. Because in them disciplines, it's all about being aggressive. You can see him now, he's trying to come forward, plenty of head movement. But he needs to get his feet closer. Good punches though from Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw's been a lot better towards the latter stages of this fight. Maynard impressed initially, but it's Shaw who's coming on strong here. Got Maynard trapped in his own corner for a moment.
You got Tom Shaw there back in, Maynard up.
Francis Maynard's won a victory, by the way, today. Did come by way of knockout, so he clearly does pack a punch. Shaw, by contrast, has won all 3 contests on points so far. So the danger is definitely there.
You can tell he's a good puncher. The way he switches his shoulders, Phil, you know, got such good sharp movements. But for the last 3 rounds, Shaw's not been there to be hit too much.
Yeah, been impressed by his movement after that first round, Tom Shaw. He's realised where the potential threat is, and he's done his best to keep out of harm's way, using his feet initially to just get a bit more distance between them, and then that right hand is definitely being held a lot higher now just to block the punches from Maynard. Still bouncing nicely on his toes, Tom Shaw.
Interestingly, if I've noticed, Maynard's looking to hold now. He's obviously tired. Good right hand from Shaw.
Well, the end of a really good contest. One for me where the pendulum just swung a little bit. Maynard to start with in control, but then Shaw towards the end really came back into it, and probably, as Mickey just said, nicked it overall. Yeah, we would think.
I think so. Yeah, he's won that. And interesting contest though for him. You know, good learning fight. I think Francis Maynard might kick himself.
Not too hard, I hope, if he's into mixed martial arts.
No, but you know, when he started off so well. But as you said, Tom Shaw sorted it out. He realised Maynard was very aggressive, as we see in the clip there. And he couldn't, you know, stay in front of him. But it's good to see undefeated fighters fight each other, Phil, because it's very rare this day and age.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, please, for appreciation from all four boxers. After 4 3-minute rounds of lightweight boxing, we ask our judge at ringside, Mr. Steve Gray, for his decision. He scores the contest 39 points to 37 points in favour of our winner, and still undefeated as a professional boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening out of the blue corner, Sure Thing, Tom Shaw.
So Tom Shaw does maintain his unbeaten record.
The round of applause going for our gallant runner-up of that bout, Francis Maynard.
Mayners has gone, but only just, and Shaw drops around for the first time as a professional. That was a very good learning experience for him, and to his credit, Shaw seemed to solve things as the fight went on, and he was definitely the stronger man towards the end, and I think in the end the worthy winner. Don't forget, we welcome your comments this evening. Get in touch with us via YouTube or on Twitter using the hashtag Hatton TV.
Gentlemen, Friday Fight Night continues live on the World Wide Web, broadcasting on YouTube via Hatton Television. This evening we come to you live from Greater Manchester, from Castle Leisure Centre here in Bury. Time now for bout number 3 of the evening. Firstly, making his way to the ring from Dunfermline in Scotland, introducing Michael Stupar.
So one of the few fighters who has to come south to Bury, Scotland's Michael Stupart. It's always a good contest whenever England and Scotland meet on the sporting field, no matter what sport it is. It adds just a little extra edge to proceedings.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring for the first time as a professional boxer this evening, fighting out of his native Greater Manchester from Gorton, introducing Ryan Doyle.
So taking it all in, Ryan Doyle, as he makes his first ever ring walk in the professional ranks. It's a landmark moment for any fighter. Looks like he's enjoying it. It can go one of two ways, of course. Boxers can either really thrive on the big fight atmosphere, or sometimes they can freeze. Let's hope it's the former rather than the latter for ruthless Ryan Doyle.
This evening, Friday Fight Night continues from the Castle Leisure Centre here in Bury. We're broadcasting right around the world on the World Wide Web via YouTube and Hatton Television. Time now for bout number 3 of the evening. This bout sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. The area representative and inspector in charge is Mr. Steve Ray. Our matchmaker for this bout is Mr. Richard Foxon from Hatton Promotions. Our timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Andrew East, and our referee upon the sound of the bell is Mr. John Latham from Bury. Those are the officials, and here are our boxers. Firstly, on my left-hand side this evening, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the silver trunks with black trim. On the scale at 9 stone 4 pounds, 2 visits to the ring, still seeking his first victory. From Dunfermline in Scotland, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Stupy, Michael Stupart. And across the ring stands his opponent. This evening entering the ring for the first time as a professional boxer. This evening he fights out of the blue corner. He wears the red shorts with silver and white trim. His official weight for this bout is 9 stone 3 pounds. And this evening he fights out of Gorton, Greater Manchester. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ryan Doyle!
Unless you're expecting you both, you'll be instructions at all times. Fight your break, break clean, defend yourselves at all times. That's what you want, just gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a featherweight contest scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds of boxing.
So formalities complete.
Seconds out. Round 1.
On we go with the third contest of the evening. A reminder that Adam Little tops the bill tonight, fight number 7. But for the moment we're in the featherweight division. Professional debut for Ryan Doyle in the red trunks. And only a third fight for Michael Stupart. Originally from Scotland but now lives down in Middlesex.
Interestingly, Ryan Doyle already switch hitting, Phil. You can see he's naturally gifted with great footwork. He's gone back to orthodox. I noticed in the build up to the fight, I noticed he had Ainsley Bingham and Maurice Corner in his corner. It's funny, recently I spoke to Ainsley about this young man, and I know he's really excited about him.
Always helps to have good people in your corner, so he's well served in that department is Doyle. Let's see what he's got in the ring. That's a lovely little right hand which caught Stupart, and he's piling it on already here, Doyle. That's an impressive start. No butterflies there from the debutant. Straight to work.
Shown a great variety of punches, Doyle, but Stupart's took them well, in all fairness to him.
He's got a nice jab as well, Doyle. Stupart just walked onto that a couple of times. It's a real variety of punch. Again, the barrage coming the way of the Scots.
Said Doyle hits you head and body. He's very fast and very aggressive.
Well, he's also very focused, you can tell. Just look into his eyes, and
he's a spiteful kind of puncher, Phil. Again, Stupart coming back at him now.
Well, I go so far as to say there probably haven't been many more impressive first 2 minutes as a professional. I don't think his cornermen can have too much to complain about Ryan Doyle. For poor Michael Stupart, that was something of a working over in the opening 2 minutes. But still plenty of time for him to come back. We saw that in the first fight, in the last fight rather, where Maynard started well and then Shaw came back into it, but that was pretty impressive from Doyle.
It certainly was. It wasn't as that, Phil. It's the variety of punches he shows it, you know, as you can see here. He goes upstairs, downstairs. Again, very aggressive. But what was impressive, and when he was aggressive, he actually come out and used good footwork. But Stupart, to his credit, you know, took the punches well. Interestingly, Ryan Doyle making his debut didn't show one bit of nerves, did he?
Now he looked as though he was enjoying the ring walk. He sort of soaked it all up on the way in, and then as soon as the bell went, he was down to action. Let's see what happens in the second. Remember, Doyle in red, Stupart in the silver and black trunks.
You see why Michael Stupart's come out to try and be the aggressive. Try and nullify Doyle's.
Lovely couple of uppercuts in that little flurry there from Doyle. Mickey said it's the variety of punches, and then he switches stance again.
Does it with ease as well, Phil. Does it with ease.
Giving his opponent plenty to think about.
So the only person I remember doing that with ease was a certain fighter called Nassim Hamid.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
No, but you know, like you see something so close like this,
Yeah, usually it's almost has to be a conscious decision to switch, whereas the naturals just do it, and they don't kind of notice it, and you certainly don't notice it ringside either. It just happens. I know what you mean. He's very comfortable on either side, is Doyle.
Here he goes, he's switching out, and he comes off with a punch. Some people do it, don't throw nothing. This kid throws and catches you. Oh, good shots. These are class shots. So Stupart's doing well to take these punches, and he's coming back with his own shots. He's doing really well, but he's cut over the left eye. Stupart, it's them sharp punches from the debutant. Oh, good uppercut.
Quality stuff from Ryan Doyle. Well, he calls himself Ryan Ruthless Doyle. He's been pretty ruthless so far. Stupart will do well just to hang in to the end of this second round and get himself a minute's breather.
I think he's forcing his 2-minute rounds. That's a bad cut. Carl Greaves, I'd like to see him work on it, but knowing Cole, he cares about his fighters. If that cut's too bad.
Well, it's been a sustained assault, really. Almost 4 minutes of sustained assault from Ryan Doyle.
So we're measuring, bang. Look, that was that right hand. Stupart done well to take that shot.
Well, Stupart was knocked out in the first round in his last fight, so he's at least strung this one out a little bit longer, but he knows he could be in a spot of bother here, and working hard on that cut in the corner.
Seconds out, round 3.
Incidentally, Stupart also put his opponent on the canvas in the first round of his professional debut, although he did go on to lose that contest on points, so had his moment of glory on his own debut. This is looking like a pretty glorious debut so far for Ryan Doyle, unless Stupart can somehow stop the bandwagon. At the moment, it's difficult to see how he'll do that.
Good right in there from Stupart.
He's got to try and protect that cut, as well as trying to force himself onto the front foot and pose a problem for Doyle.
I think what he's got to do, Phil.
Lovely.
Yeah, good shot from Doyle. I think what he's got to do, Stupart, he's got to close the gap up.
Got through as well.
This ain't going to go much longer.
Yeah, John Latham's taking
terrible.
a very close look at this.
That cut is awful. I'd like to see the referee pull him out. So that cut is and he's only going to get more punishment.
John Latham's
referee, the eye is terrible.
Yeah,
he's got to pull him out.
Now.
He's got to pull him out, Phil.
Well, they're having a look, but I think John Latham has probably seen enough already. He has. It's all over. Brave effort from Michael Stupart, but common sense prevails in the end. Impressive debut indeed from Ryan Doyle.
This kid's going to be a star, Phil. I'm so pleased the referee stopped it. That was a terrible cut anyway, and he was only going to get more punishment. And Michael Stupart was very, very brave. And you can see now, you know, as he walks across the ring, there's blood streaming down his face.
Well, an impressive start then for young Ryan Doyle. Incidentally, he trained as a painter decorator before deciding to turn to boxing. Well, I think he can go out and paint the town red tonight here in Bury, because that really was a superb demonstration of the art of boxing. It only lasted just into the third round, but it had everything. He really had variety in his punches. Good defence as well, just on the odd occasion he was questioned by Michael Stupart. But credit too to referee John Latham for stepping in, I think.
Boxers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our timekeeper of the bout, Mr. Andrew East, has recorded 1 minute 18 seconds of round number 3, the time in which our referee, Mr. John Latham, decided to stop the contest due to a facial injury on Michael Stupart, therefore our winner. Next time he enters the ring, it will be as an undefeated professional boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, from Gorton, Manchester, Ryan Doyle!
Well, might he enjoy his moment in the limelight. It's a name to mark down and watch for the future. Ryan Ruthless Doyle. Certainly lived up to that tag tonight. And in a moment, I think we can try and grab a word with him ringside. Mickey Cantwell's made his way over there to the interview area, and I'm sure he'll be a very happy young man.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's brilliant. Cool. Yeah. Ryan, that was really impressive. You pleased with that?
Yeah, brilliant. Some performance, trained hard for it, done all the hard graphs, so yeah, it went well.
What was impressive being your debut? You showed no nerves, you punched perfect, showed a tremendous variety of punches.
Yeah, it's all the hard sparring we've done in the gym and all the hard work. Thanks to Hensley, he's got me in top condition. Brilliant, the kind of top sparring, that's all I have to say.
Well, I want to bring Hensley in. Hensley, you spoke about this guy to me a few months ago. How pleased was you with him tonight?
Yeah, very, very pleased. We went on all the shots he threw there. We did perfect in the sparring. We've been sparring with Steve Foster Jr., Charles Asparagus. They've been doing some really hard work, and it paid off tonight.
I said in commentary, this, you know, I remember the way you switch it in tonight, but you played like perfect. I remember a certain Nassim Hamid. I think he's the only person who's done it as good as you did tonight.
Oh, well, it's a good, likes to put me in with them, but I'm not as good as him. Try my best.
A long way to go yet.
Long way to go, only the beginning now.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Stupart was very brave tonight, you know. You hit him with some tremendous shots, and he kept coming firing back. That's the kind of punch you need to learn from, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very tough, very durable, man. Take me out of him, took some big shots. A lot of people would have went to sleep with them, but no, he's a true warrior, really strong man.
Well done tonight. You're certainly an exciting prospect. Well done.
Cheers.
Well done, Ainsley.
Thank you.
Brilliant, son. Class.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for bout number 4 of the evening. Making his way to the red corner, first of all, from Hungary, introducing Adrian Fuzesi.
Just bringing a little international flavour to tonight's proceedings from Bury in Greater Manchester is an ex-boxer all the way from Hungary. It's Adrian Fuzesi. Mickey will tell you where he comes from. Where's he come from again, Mick? Zalaga. I tell you what, it's a lot of points in Scrabble, whatever it is.
Neil, that's why Hatton TV employ you to do all the long names.
Zalagazeg is about the best I can do. Apologies to anybody out there in Hungary who I'm sure knows how to pronounce it properly.
And I'm pretty sure that's correct, Phil, knowing you.
But yeah, you get that on a triple word score in Scrabble and you're in business, I tell you. Yeah, don't be fooled by the waistband. It's not death, it's Diath. Callum Diath, another local lad from Manchester. Plenty of his supporters inside the Castle Leisure Centre tonight. Another boxer just in the early stages of his professional career, but another one with an unbeaten record so far. And another one, you can bet, will be doubly determined to maintain that record. His first taste of an overseas fighter. Let's see how he goes.
Leisure Centre here in Bury, broadcasting to the world via YouTube and Hatton Boxing TV. Hatton Promotions present now a bantamweight contest scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of boxing. Our timekeeper on the bell is Mr. Gary Grennan, and our referee scoring this contest also is the third man in the ring, Mr. Steve Gray from Fleetwood. Here are our boxers. Firstly, introducing on my left, this evening out of the red corner with the red and white shorts. On the scales, his weight is 9 stone 3 pounds, and he brings with him a 100% professional fight record. 6 visits to the ring with 6 victories. From Zalaegerszeg in Hungary, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated Adrian Buzaisi. And across the ring stands his opponent, also undefeated from Manchester, England. This evening he wears the black shorts trimmed with leopard skin. His official weight for this bout, 9 stone 1 pounds. His fight record reads the perfect. 2 fights, 2 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Wildcat. Introducing Callum Diaz. Our referee Steve Gray will now give his instructions to both boxers.
Boys of the court, take a step back, okay? Don't let any on the head. Good luck, fellas.
This is a bantamweight contest, 4 3-minute rounds of boxing.
Seconds out, round 1.
I'm glad the MC was paying attention. I was so busy playing Scrabble, I forgot to mention that Buzaisi himself is unbeaten as a pro. So again, we've got 2 unbeaten boxers in the ring, and as Mickey Cantwell said earlier, it's not too often that happens these days. Quite often certain fighters get hand-picked opponents and easy rides, but no such thing when you've got 2 unbeaten men in the ring. So this really will be interesting. Buzaisi in the red and white trunks for Hungary, and Callum Diaz, the local lad, black and leopard print shorts, the Manchester boy.
Yeah, certainly good to see, especially an international contest. You know, you're not going to know too much about a man from Hungary, are you, Phil? Especially being a young pro. But Callum Diaz, a bit the taller of the 2. Will look to throw from the outside, looking to get his jab off and hook off there, using good footwork. Both look very, very sharp in the opening minute.
Buzaisi incidentally has fought in the UK before. He won at Sheffield Wednesday's football ground, Hillsborough, in his last fight against Chuck Jones. It was in December last year, so no stranger to these shores.
You can tell he's well accomplished, you know, not fearful at all. It's interesting. Callum looking to use the outside of the ring, use his longer arms to get off. Buzaisi looking to cut the ring down, but doing it very cleverly, showing good head movement. The man in Hungary, like, he throws in bunches, Phil. You know that he throws very fast hands as well.
A little bit of shadow boxing between the 2, and it's the Hungarian who makes the first move.
Both got very good defensive skills. Both looking to tee for the opening. Good little jab there from Diaf. Callum Diaf quite tall for a bantamweight.
He's almost inviting his opponent to make the first move here, Diaf.
He's looking to counter, Phil, isn't he?
Yeah, he's watching very carefully, and as soon as Fizese steps in, and Diaf looks to counter.
Good head movement there, though, from the man from Hungary. Very good. Good right hand there for him.
Just getting himself out the corner, Diaf, as he did so, right on the bell. Good first round from both men. Interesting contest, this one, brewing up to be. Incidentally, a couple of messages from people watching at home. Clinton McPhilbin said, good fight that was, referring to the last one with Ryan Doyle. Big Andy FP said, nice close fight, interesting to watch. Maybe that was the previous one. Boxing Bugle on Twitter, loving the live boxing on YouTube. Thanks to Hatton Boxing TV. Well, thank you to watching. Oh, I'll get my teeth in. Thank you to you for watching was the way it should have come out. And Jab Hit Move says, nice one, Doyle. Well, it certainly was nice one, Doyle, in the last contest. But it's a nice, interesting one, this, with Diaf, the local Manchester boy, up against Adrian Fuzese. Something of an unknown quantity, the Hungarian. And he didn't give too much away in that first round. Both men keeping their powder dry.
It's nice to see, though, Phil, two really good boxers fighting each other, Phil. Oh, it's good stuff. Good rolling there from Callum Diaf. Fuzese throwing clusters and bunches of punches. Good right hand there from the man from Hungary, though.
Yeah, it's funny that he threw a lot of punches in those clusters, didn't really land one, and then just one single punch was far more effective. And certainly Fuzese boxed in Hungary and Slovakia to start with before his last bout over in Yorkshire. Just into Red Rose County this time. Doing pretty well so far here in Bury.
I think Callum Diaf's got to use that jab more. He's got to fire it more. The punch from there's better.
It looks like he's got a slight reach advantage as Diaf. He wants to play on that if he can.
Good left hook from him there. Fuzese walked right onto it.
He's got really good foot movement. He gets himself out of a lot of trouble with his quick feet.
Yeah, he switches southpaw as well. He's very clever. Another talented man from the Joe Pennington stable. I don't know what Joe breeds him up there, but he's certainly doing some good stuff.
He's another interesting fighter in the mould of Craig Bunn, in the sense that he hasn't been in a professional ring for 4 years now, Callum Diaf. Had a couple of fights in 2007, 2008, but then he actually went back to the amateur ranks and only recently has turned pro again. So, fought at the famous Northside Amateur Boxing Club. It's a club which has churned out a lot of champions in its time.
Good feinting from him there. Showing a good feint there, Callum Diaf. Doesn't mind fighting off the ropes, does he, either? Diaf. No, confident on the back foot.
Yeah, even when he's cornered, he's not flustered.
No, not at all.
Gathers his thoughts. A little bit scrappy towards the end of the round, but another good one. Just a reminder, it's live boxing tonight. Live boxing for you again next Friday, but much more on Hatton TV. Just remember www.hattonboxing.tv. Gives you all the news and interviews and features through the week, as well as live boxing at the weekend. And well, that was better from Callum Diaf for me in that round. He was quite happy to let Fazesi come on to him. He countered really well.
He certainly won that round, Phil, for me as well. First round was very close, but I think he's certainly edged in front. Callum Diaf. It's like seeing him being a bit more busy with that nice jab he's got. He can make this contest quite easy for himself. I see him fire from there.
Sorry.
On the back foot, sorry, Phil. Again, showing great movement.
I was going to say, he started this third round well again.
If you stood in front of Andrew Fazesi, he would have so much success. But Callum Diaf's given him so many different angles. He's finding it hard to even get through with a clean punch.
These fighters, incidentally, 22 years old. Diaf is slightly the elder of the two, but only by a matter of months. Both look pretty accomplished. As we said at the start, neither man will want to surrender their unbeaten record lightly, so there's plenty still to fight for here. It's the third round of a proposed four. Diaf just stumbled away a little there. Seems to be okay.
The game for is one of a number of absorbing contests, isn't it? You know, because they're both using their brains. Look at the feint, move. It's a really interesting contest. You can see the pattern, the man from Hungary being the aggressor, showing plenty of head movement, good foot movement.
Diaf trying a couple of times over the right uppercut, just to give his man a new angle to ponder upon.
Good body shot there from Diaf.
It's fair to say the man from Hungary hasn't just come over here for a paycheck.
No, he certainly hasn't. That's what makes this such a good fight. I call it a real live fight because of both. But he's got to be careful. Diaf's got caught that right hand. Cut a time that's happened. Got to get a chin down slightly. He was on the ropes.
He's trapped in the red corner for the moment. Good counter-punching from Diaf. Fazesi was trying to come on strong. Diaf more than matched him. So again, for me, Diaf just showed him that one.
Yeah, certainly has, but he certainly won that one. He shows some really good quality, doesn't he, young man?
I like the way he's not bothered at all to let the other guy come on the front foot, make the first move. He's incredibly composed and assured, and obviously has a lot of self-belief, which is an important characteristic for a boxer.
Again, showing, you know, tremendous skill on the ropes there. A lot of fighters will be looking to cover and get themselves off there. He's quite willing to, you know, throw shots in it, as you see there with that nice right uppercut. Confident young man.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out for the fourth and final round.
Although both these men are unbeaten, neither has a knockout on their boxing CV so far. And I can't see that happening tonight, really. They're fairly evenly matched. You'd expect this one to go the distance. We've got Diath ahead at the moment, but it's still all to play for. Fizese just from time to time has caught Diath with his guard down, so the local lad, boy from Manchester, has to see this one through right to the end.
Good body shot there from Callum Diath. I can imagine once this man develops, gets stronger, still very young. Imagine being a very good puncher. He punches so correct.
Well, his foot movement in everything else is so good that I'm sure he's got a really good base from which to land a big punch as and when he can develop that.
You know, this has been a really good test for him because Fizese, you know, he says he's undefeated. He's been over this country before and won.
Yeah, sometimes you get continental fighters with an unbeaten record and you think, well, who have they actually fought on their own patch? But the fact that he's been over to England and won here before proves that he's no mug, and he's again demonstrated that tonight.
He's a real quality import, and I think, you know, it's a credit that can be, you know, he's even taken the match.
Still giving it everything, both fighters in the final minute of the 12. There's a slightly low blow there which made Fizese wince, and fair enough, referee Steve Gray is giving a bit of time to compose himself, get his breath back. It was accidentally low. Nice touch of sportsmanship.
Yeah, it's nice. It was, you know, definitely unintentional. The way Callum bends his knees and lifts the shot up. So it's another talented fighter from Manchester, Phil. Keep their eyes on. We'll see plenty of in the future.
It really is the up-and-coming area. It has been for some years now, the Northwest, and Manchester in particular is a hotbed of British boxing at the moment. So many talented fighters in this neck of the woods.
But still, Callum's got to kick the men off from Hungary. Keeps coming forward. It's been a really good contest, this one again.
Well, a good day for Diath, I'm sure. His gloves are raised by Steve Gray, so he'll maintain his unbeaten record. First blemish against Adrian Fizese, but no disgrace in that. Another really good contest this evening. Thoroughly enjoyed by everyone inside the Castle Leisure Arena here in Bury, and I'm sure enjoyed by everybody watching at home, wherever you may be. Really interesting to see a counter puncher, because Diath was quite happy to let Fizese come onto him for most of that fight, but just gradually picked him off, and in the end he gets the nod.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, your appreciation for both of our boxers. Both boxers entered the ring with an undefeated record. Only one now will leave it. Our referee, Mr. Steve Gray, scores the contest 40 points to 38 points in favour of our winner from Manchester, England, the Wildcats, Callum Diath. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep the round of applause going for our gallant runner-up as he leaves the ring, Adrian Fizese.
So it is Callum Diath who is celebrating, calls himself the Wildcat, and of the two, he's the only one with a perfect record. Don't forget, get in touch with us if you want this evening.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for bout number 5 of the evening. Hatton Promotions presents 6 2-minute rounds of super middleweight boxing. Firstly, making his way to the red corner from Walsall, England, introducing Bobby Wood.
So we're counting down to the main event, which will see Adam Little, one of the Hatton stable's hottest prospects, in a welterweight contest in just a short while. But before that, we're into the super middleweight division, and this is Walsall's Bobby Wood making his way to the ring.
And now, making his way to the blue corner from Preston, Lancashire, England, introducing Dean Halsall.
Soaking up the atmosphere, another Lancashire lad from Preston, Dean Halsall, again getting plenty of support from his followers as he prepares for this 6 times 2-minute contest, and yet another of tonight's unbeaten boxers as he enters the ring.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Castle Leisure Centre here in Bury to the whole world via YouTube and Hatton Boxing TV. Time now for bout number 5 of our bill this evening, presenting 6 2-minute rounds of super middleweight boxing. Our timekeeper on the bell is Mr. Andrew East, and our scoring referee in the middle is Mr. John Latham from Bury. Introducing our boxers specially this evening, fighting out of the red corner wearing the white shorts. His official weight for this contest is 12 stone 6 pounds. He brings to the ring a fight record of 17 visits to the ring, 4 victories with 13 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Walsall in the Midlands, introducing Bobby Wood. And across the ring stands his opponent, wearing the black shorts trimmed with silver. His weight for this contest, 12 stone 3 pounds. 4 visits to the ring, 4 visits. From Preston, Lancashire, introducing the undefeated Dean Halsall. Our referee, Mr. John Latham, will now give both boxers his final instructions.
How you break, both break. Give yourselves all times. Let's look to touch gloves.
This is a super middleweight contest scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds of boxing.
Seconds out, round 1.
So first ring outing for 6 months for Dino Halsall in the dark trunks, up against Bobby Wood from the West Midlands wearing white with the Southpaw.
Our first Southpaw tonight, Phil. First thing I noticed, Dean Hall's got a tremendous physique.
Yes, there's a man who's spent a few hours in the gym for sure. It's like looking in the mirror for you, isn't it, Mick?
I'd like to say the same for you, Phil. It goes. It reminds me of you. And Bobby Wood's got a tough opponent in front of him. Don't let his record deceive you. There's 17 fights, 4 wins, 13 losses. The one thing about Bobby Wood, we've seen him before, always comes to fight.
Yes, for people who watch Hatton TV regularly, you might have seen him on the Crunch Time at Lunchtime bill in Wolverhampton a few years back. He won that day. But his last win now was some while ago, towards the end of 2010, so it's been a barren year last year for Bobby Wood. And he'll have to go some tonight if he's to end that losing streak against Dean Halsall.
Bit scrappy this first round. Not many clean punches getting through. You know, a lot of mauling going on. I think the referee's going to have to work a bit hard this contest. He was already having a word with him.
Yeah, John Latham back in charge for this one. It does sometimes lead to a scrappier contest when you get an orthodox boxer against a southpaw. Sometimes they take a bit of time to come to terms with the difference in stance. So that first round maybe didn't quite flow as we would have hoped, but I'm sure all's gone according to plan really so far for Dean Halsall. Like I say, he hasn't boxed since September of last year, so he'll just be glad to be brushing away the cobwebs here.
As you said, Phil, I think a clash of styles probably contributed to that first round. It'd be interesting to see how both men attack this second round. Like I said, there's a lot of mauling going on.
Corners 10 seconds.
And some of that action would have been at home in the good old days of World of Sport, a bit of wrestling on a Saturday afternoon.
Seconds
a
out.
bit more
round 2.
Boxing here. I'm sure it may be just a case of Dean Halsall taking a round or two to come to terms with the southpaw. I'm sure he's been working on it in the gym, but
this kind of contest you watch throughout, you know, there's an awful lot of clash of heads. It's the way they both shape up. Also,
lovely little uppercut there from Halsall, just rocks back the head of Bobby Wood. Took the shot well, and it was a good one.
He's been told this corner come out punch sharper, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's just got to keep his distance, but he's seeing this. Doesn't need to be that close, and he should come out there, tidy up a bit.
Sort of fencing now going on as they're eyeing each other up.
Yeah. House has got a punch sharper, you know, he says just hanging about. That's better.
Wood hasn't been too expansive so far, but then the onus, I suppose, is on Dean Halsall. He's the man with the record to protect, the one with the growing reputation to try and enhance.
Well, you can see the pattern already. Bobby Wood's looking, you know, on the defensive. He's looking to counter punch, but this would suit in this pace. You see when Halsall steps on the gas, Wood struggles a bit with it.
A couple of his right hands have got home in that little flurry, and yeah, Bobby Wood here just having to soak up a bit of punishment as well to get himself off the ropes. That could have been dangerous. Halsall now going to work. Really strong end to the second round. that bell came just in time for Bobby Wood there.
It's obviously now, I'm sure they now see, you know, when he steps on the gas and steps on the speed, and it shows that aggressive nature he's got. He certainly takes well control of the contest. That's what I said earlier about the clashes of heads.
Bobby Wood certainly got to be on his mettle here. He's suffered a couple of KO defeats in the last 12 months or so. He won't want to have another one of those on his CV if he can help it. But you just got the feeling towards the end of the second that Dean Halsall was scenting a bit of blood here. And he may yet try to finish this one in pretty quick time if he gets the opportunity.
A lot of success here again in round 3.
Just stalking his man now is Halsall. He's happy to go the long way around the outside of the ring, keep himself out of harm's way as long as he can. Just buying himself a little breather, the man from the West Midlands. Remember, it's Halsall in the dark trunks, Wood in white.
Dean knows what he's got to do. He's got to step on it. He's got to fire his shots out. If you want to build up a fan base, you've got to be exciting. He certainly does, you know, show some exciting glimpses, but he's just getting himself into a low here again. Got to be busier. It needs to be busier.
Another boxer, incidentally, who had a very good amateur record, ex-Preston and Fulwood Amateur Boxing Club. Lost in the final of the 2002 Schools ABA Championships, which, incidentally, was the same year that Frankie Gavin and James De Gale won their titles. So they're contemporaries of his.
He's got a good pedigree, good background. I'd just like to see him step on the gas and, you know, really go for this. He started off well at the beginning of that deal in all sort, but disappointing for me. You know, the majority of the round didn't really do an awful lot, and that would suit Bobby Wood.
It's a bit like dancing at the moment, just sort of quick, slow, and he puts in one good round and then maybe has a bit of a breather the next one. As you say, if you want to catch the eye, if you want to grab some fans, you need to be quick and impressing all the time. Maybe just guilty of taking his foot off the gas there, Dean Halsall.
I'm sure the Harrison brothers will be having a go at him, saying, look, come on, you know what you've got to do with this guy. Let's get back on, be a lot busier. But you know, with Bobby Wood, that'll suit him.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 4.
So Dean Halsall against Bobby Wood, southpaw in the white trunks. Wood, incidentally, early on in his career, boxed and beat a couple of brothers, Gavin and Nathan Brook. And he's also been in the ring in the past with Kerry Hope. So he does have some pedigree in the ring.
As I said before, you know, he's a tough cookie, Wood. He doesn't care about reputations. Else has got to step the pace up here. He's the one who's got to ignite it. He's the home fighter. The undefeated record.
I wonder if the fact that this is a 6-rounder has maybe just encouraged Halsall to take it a little bit easier in the early stages.
She's just shown how skillful he can be. Maybe you know, he's looking to do the rounds. Maybe there's a reason why he'd like to get 6 rounds under his belt.
So Certainly a bit more of a hush around the arena after that explosive end to the second round that Halsall provided. Hasn't really followed it up just yet. Referee just having to have a word with Bobby Wood here.
He had a word with Bobby Wood there for holding the first bit harsh. Wood's left eye's got a big bump coming up on it. Wood showing good defensive skills there.
There's a lot of effort going in from Halsall, not landing all that often. Wood's got his gloves up. But as Mickey pointed out, there is now a bit of damage just under the left eye of Bobby Wood, so some of the Halsall pressure is paying off. That's where they're getting to work, just underneath that left eye. The old iron out, try and get the swelling down as quickly as possible. That's where it all got a bit untidy for a while.
Corners 10 seconds.
And this is where it helps to have a good corner man.
Seconds
dealing
out.
with
Round
cuts
5.
or swelling or whatever it might be. Get your man back out there in as good a shape as possible. So we're into the fifth round of this super middleweight contest. Preston's Dean Halsall. Orthodox stance, black trunks against Bobby Wood from Walsall in the West Midlands. Southpaw.
Halsall's defence, maybe he is struggling with the southpaw stance of Wood. Maybe he's not sparred recently with the southpaw. I'm trying to look for excuses for him. You can tell he's obviously an exciting talent.
Well, it's difficult. You don't want to be disappointed when you've got a guy who's won 4 out of 4, but perhaps we were just expecting a bit more of him tonight.
I think he's shown in glimpses how good he can be. He could be really exciting. But now, you know, we're in the business now. You know, you've got to have a product to sell. And the word is excitement.
Well, they're urging him on in his corner. They're trying to get him to land the big left a bit more, if my interpretation of the hand signals is correct. Wood is being allowed to get a breather from time to time. Just happy to hang on for a bit.
Again, Bobby Wood's done well here again on the back foot.
Well, if his job is to make life difficult for a promising young boxer, then he's doing it pretty well here, Bobby Wood.
Yeah, he has, Phil, but I think with Dean Halsall, you know, he should be, you know, even putting his punch, you know, getting his jab moving, you know, more busier, you know, instead of just like having his hands stuck out in someone's face, you know, punch and, you know, show a few feints and, you know, busy with the jab. Even if you're missing the target, you know, if you've got busy hands, that'll make the opponent move or, you know, ignite the contest. Just feel he's not really done that.
In fact, I know it's a 6th rounder, but they're only 2-minute rounds as well, so you'd think he could perhaps just expend a bit more energy and really go for it in one of the rounds. Seemed to be doing that towards the end of the second, but hasn't really pushed on from there. I don't think there's any doubt that he's ahead, but hasn't really shown star quality yet.
Final round.
He's won every round, Phil, but you know, I think I'll probably get him a bit frustrated because you can see he's got talent. You know, he looks like a real good athlete.
So what have we got in store? Sixth and final round. Halsall in the black trunks, Wood in the white pants. Dean Halsall looking to extend it to a high 5. He's got 4 wins from 4 so far.
Wood's throwing a nice jab out now. He's the one, you know, throwing the busier punches.
Yeah, Wood is just bent on survival now, you feel. Just wants to get to the end of this contest intact, and he'll feel that's job done, and in many ways it will be.
I'd like to see Wood get to the final bell. I think he deserves that.
Halsall is trying to pick off his man, but still Wood keeps that guard nice and high.
He's doing a lot of feinting, but he's not throwing no punches. He should throw punches. Yeah, that's better. Inside the last half minute, Phil. It's been a similar pattern all through the contest.
Yeah, it's been a comfortable stroll, really, for Dean Halsall.
I think that's the right word, Phil. Well done.
He just hasn't broken into a run. That's what we want to see, don't we?
I think credit's got to give him to Bobby Wood. You know.
Yeah. Fair play. It's a win for Dean Halsall, but probably not his finest.
It's not, but you know, he can look at this and learn. And he comes at the next contest and take away, you know, what he could have done better and put it back in. And he goes back to the gym next week. Then some worthwhile calls. You can tell he's got blunders of talent, but I think credit's got to go to Bobby Wood. You know.
I think, to be fair as well, you could see from Halsall's face that he wasn't that happy with that performance. He knows he can do better.
Thank you. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the efforts of both of our boxers. After 6 2-minute rounds of super middleweight boxing, we ask our scoring referee, Mr. John Latham, for his decision. He scores the contest 60-54 in favour of our winner, and still undefeated as a professional boxer, Dean Halsall. And please keep the round of applause going, ladies and gentlemen, for our gallant runner-up as he leaves the ring from Walsall, Bobby Wood.
So, first fight of 2012 for Dino Halsall, and first win of the year. But I'm sure there is much more to come from him, and I'm sure he'll have some things to work upon, and maybe we'll find out about 1 or 2 of those things now as he's ringside with Mickey Cantwell.
Dino, 5 out of 5. You pleased with that performance?
Not too bad, but I think I was a bit nervous going into the fight, so it's like slowed me down kind of thing for the first few rounds. But got to work on fighting southpaws a bit more, and hopefully will be a better performance next time.
I think credit's got to be given to Bobby Wood. You know, he's a tough man, but I felt at times, you know, you show glimpses of class, but I thought you could be a little bit busy in the rounds.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I put it down to like southpaw and the tricky fighters to fight kind of thing, but once I started letting my shots go a bit more, I was landing them, but something to work on.
That's right, it's definitely something to work on. You're in an exciting division, super middleweights. Got George Groves out there, you know, the headlines, James DeGale. Is that where you want to be at?
Well, I'm not in it for the short run, a minute for the long run. I'm aiming for the top, but got to get things right and work my way up the ladder.
Good, he said. Good learning performance. Well done tonight.
Yeah, it's all learning. Nice one, mate. Good stuff.
No one can knock out anyone. I mean it now. I can knock out anyone in the middleweight division. There's no one I can't knock out. But in a fight, you're not guaranteed to knock them out. You've got to be able to box and have that and the back of have that. Knowing that you can knock them out. I can't wait to get boxed back from Peterborough. I can't wait. I've had some very good memories boxing people quite a few times.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hatton Promotions presents Friday Fight Night Live, coming to you this evening from Greater Manchester, from the Castle Leisure Centre here in Bury, broadcasting live on YouTube and Hatton Boxing TV. Time now for bout number 6 of the evening. This is a middleweight contest featuring 6 2-minute rounds of boxing. Firstly, making his way to the red corner for the first time as a professional boxer, from Nottinghamshire, Moss Hamed.
It's all set for the battle of the debutants. Contest number 6 this evening, Moss Hamed against Jimmy Kelly, and it's Hamed making his way to the ring now. This just a taster. Remember the headline bout this evening, Adam Little against Martin Shaw in the welterweight division to follow. Adam Little tipped to go a long way in the Hatton camp. They like him a lot, and you'll get to see him very shortly. But first, Hamed against Kelly.
Making his way to the blue corner once again for the first time as a professional boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, from Wythenshawe, Manchester, Jimmy Kelly!
Guessing by the reaction that there aren't too many people left in Wythenshawe tonight, because they all seem to be here. Biggest welcome of the night for Jimmy Kelly. Hope he lives up to it.
Broadcasting live around the world on YouTube and via Hatton Boxing TV. Time now for our next event of the evening. Hatton Promotions presents 6 2-minute rounds of middleweight boxing. Our timekeeper on the bell is Mr. Gary Grennan. Our referee in charge of the action from Manchester is Mr. Alvin Finch. And scoring the contest at ringside is Mr. John Latham. Upon the sound of the bell, the two men going head-to-head are as follows. We have 2 professional debutants in the ring. Firstly, on my left, this evening fighting out of the red corner, he wears the white shorts with red, black and Union Jack trim. On the scales, his official weight is 10 stone, 13 pounds. From Nottinghamshire, England, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Moss Hamed. And across the ring in the blue corner stands his opponent, from Wythenshawe, Manchester. This evening, he wears the yellow shorts trimmed with red and green. His official weight for the contest, 11 stone 1 pound. This evening, he also makes his professional debut in the ring. Would you please welcome Jimmy Kelly! Our referee, Mr. Alvin Fish, will now give both boxers their final instructions.
Step back cleanly. You both know the rules. No hitting behind the head, no hitting behind the ear. Touch gloves, good luck to Bossy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a middleweight contest scheduled for 2 minutes. Rounds of boxing.
Seconds out, round 1.
I must admit to feeling a tiny bit sorry for Moss Hamed on his pro debut. It looks like he's certainly outnumbered in terms of support. There was barely a whisper of a cheer for him as his name was announced, whereas the roof was just about raised for Jimmy Kelly and the yellow trunks.
It certainly was, Phil, but in all fair to Hamed, you know, he actually enjoyed, I suppose, being the away fighter, even though he's not far too down the road. But again, what a good matchup. 2 debutants. Again, very rare this day and age. Poor Kelly. Starting well. Pushed over there.
But he perfected that in the playground, the old push over in the playground.
He's gone full orthodox now. Oh, he's been caught. Kelly's been caught with the right hand. His knees dipped.
Yeah, he just took a moment there to Jimmy Kelly. Maybe just getting carried away with things. He needs to rein himself in.
I'm sure. Interesting, they're both going for it already, Phil. This could be a bit of a barnstormer.
Yeah, bearing in mind they're scheduled to go 6 rounds. They're setting a fairly cracking pace, these two.
Good left hand from Kelly over top. He's gone back to southpaw.
Yeah, another boxer who keeps switching almost at will.
Good right. Back at orthodox now.
Both giving and taking some big body shots in this opening 2 minutes.
Good shot from Kelly. Oh, that's nice.
Tell you what, it's not short on action, this one. What a start.
Great fight. Hamid's gone back to his corner and smiling. So he's obviously enjoying it.
I was going to say, it's the sort of fight that gets the crowd on their feet, but they were on their feet before we'd even started, so... excellent fare for you this evening from Berry.
Interesting there, you know, both men have got their first rounds out of the way of professional boxers. Be interesting to see the pace slows down. You see the quality here from Kelly, slightly taller man using that height. That screw uppercut. Danny Ainsley Bingham, former British champion, world title challenge in the corner.
Well, that was a good little taster. Let's hope it continues in the same vein. Moss Hamed with the Union Jack on his white trunks, Moss on his waistband. Kelly, I notice, has a lucky 4-leaf clover embroidered.
Right,
well,
right hand.
Tell you what, that wasn't lucky for his opponent. That's a cracking punch. I don't think there's any way back. His legs have gone. Oh, he's just about now. He got to his feet, but nothing more than that. Well, I was just talking about the lucky 4-leaf clover, and there was nothing lucky about that punch.
That was class.
Sweet as a nut.
That was a class, sharp overhand right hand.
Well, when it came quickly in the end, and just watch this right hand.
Watch the way he picks it. Boom. Oh.
Well,
what's the professional debut? That is an amazing shot.
Yeah, not quite so mighty Moss there. He was completely stunned by that punch. Tried manfully to get back to his feet, which he'd just about done, but couldn't beat the count. And early on in the second, it's a stunning debut victory for Jimmy Kelly.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, first of all, a round of applause for the efforts and support of our boxers.
You've got to feel from Moss Hamed, you know, his first pro fight, and you know, to get beat like that, you know, I think he's looking quite shocked. But I'm sure he's with good cornerman and look after him, bring him back.
Our timekeeper on the bell, Mr. Gary Brennan, records the time at 35 seconds of round number 2. Our referee, Mr. Alvin Finch, stops the contest. Therefore, our winner from Wythenshawe, Manchester, Jimmy Kelly.
Well, he has plenty of fans at ringside, and they are thrilled with that.
And ladies and gentlemen, please keep that round of applause going for our gallant runner-up of that bout, Moss Hamed.
Well, Moss Hamed may come again, but you can bet your bottom dollar that Jimmy Kelly is one to watch next time he steps in a ring. He can clearly box, he can also clearly punch, and there'll be one or two out there who'll be wary of being his second opponent, because the former Jimmy Egan's Amateur Boxing Club man makes his pro debut and makes his mark immediately, and now he's with Mickey Cantwell.
Jimmy, a sensational pro debut.
Yeah, it could have been a lot of improvement. In the first round, I got involved with it too much, and you know, I got a bit of a bollock when I got back to the corner, and then said, you know, take your time. So I went out in the second round, and you know, took my time, and like half a minute later, you know, it worked.
You did get caught with a little flash right hand. I noticed you dipped a little bit. First round?
No, I felt control the first round, but I was just smothering my work too much, you know, when I was getting too close. But you know, we worked on the straight right hand off the jab, you know, hundreds of times in the gym, and it came off tonight.
You said you brought Wythenshawe with you tonight. There's not many people in Wythenshawe left, is there?
Oh, there's loads of people in Wythenshawe, 70,000 people, and you know, I'm just proud that I've got a lot of people that came down today. And what I say is, personally, my photo on my picture, actually my mum died 5 months ago of cancer, so I want a dedicated fight to my mum. You know, it's been hard the past few months, but we've all persevered and we've all pulled through. And from the help with my team and my family, you know, we've all pulled through, and you know, it's the start of a successful career.
I'm sure she'll be tremendously proud of you. Let's bring Ainsley Bingham in. Ainsley?
Yes.
Another product?
Absolutely sensational. Like he said, for the first round, he was rushing his work a little bit, getting crowded, getting too involved. Said to him in the corner, just take your time, be patient, and you know, it came perfect. You know.
With that performance, especially being on Hatton TV, is it going to be difficult to match this man now?
No, I hope not. I hope not. We'll get plenty of work.
That's the thing now, just keep him busy, innit?
That's right. The busier the better.
21st of April.
21st of April, hopefully.
Well done, Jim. Brilliant tonight. Well done.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for our 7th and final bout of the evening. Firstly, making his way to the ring, would you welcome from Rotherham in Yorkshire, Martin Shaw.
So all set for the main event of the evening. Martin Shaw from Rotherham in Yorkshire. So it's a good old Roses clash, this one. They'll be up against Blackpool's Adam Little. So it's the Red Rose against the White Rose from all those years back in history, brought into the boxing ring here in Bury tonight. So very much on away territory. It's Martin Shaw.
And now, making his way to the blue corner and bringing with him a 100% professional fight record, ladies and gentlemen, from Kirkham in Lancashire, would you please welcome Adam Little.
Well, his name is Little, but he wants to make a big name for himself in the boxing world. He's started well so far, Adam Little. 4 wins out of 4. He'll be looking to enhance that reputation in front of a worldwide internet audience this evening. Originally from Blackpool, now lives in Kirkham, but very much a Lancashire lad. And who's that man in his corner, I wonder? That must just give him so much confidence. The Hitman and I.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. From the Castle Leisure Centre in Bury to the world via YouTube and Hatton Boxing TV. Here we go with the main event of the evening. This is a Clash of the Roses event. It's Lancashire versus Yorkshire. This bout sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. The area representative and steward in charge is Mr. Steve Ray. The timekeeper on the bell is Mr. Andrew East. And our referee in charge of the action upon the sound of the bell is Mr. Steve Gray from Fleetwood. Those are the officials, and here are our boxers. Firstly, on my left, this evening fighting out of the red corner, wearing the purple shorts trimmed with black and white. His official weight for this contest, 10 stone 9 pounds. His fight record reads 3 victories with 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Rotherham in Yorkshire, would you welcome Martin Shaw. And across the ring stands his opponent, undefeated, 4 visits to the ring with 4 victories. On the scales at 10 stone 10 pounds, and this evening he chooses to wear the black and white shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Kirkham in Lancashire, would you please welcome the undefeated Adam Little. Our referee, Mr. Steve Gray, will now give his instructions to both boxers.
Okay, lads, have a cold break. Make sure you take 1 step back, okay? Don't let any punches go around the back of the head. Touch gloves. Good luck, fellas.
This is a welterweight contest. 6 3-minute rounds of boxing.
Seconds out, round 1.
Well, the MC did his best to try and get a warm welcome for the Yorkshireman, but it was never really going to happen. It was a bit of a losing battle. And he really is into the lion's den here. young Martin Shaw in the purple trunks with the zebra print. Up against Adam Little, the black and white diagonal stripe on his boxing shorts. Straight away to work behind his jab, Little.
Good right hand as well from Little. He certainly started off very sharply. Obviously, that's a spiteful looking jab, Phil. Shaw's face looks red and already.
I was going to say, it's woken him up, if nothing else. Saying about Little, he's one of those fighters they're very, very impressed with in the Hatton camp. He just seems to be getting better and better, even at this early stage of his boxing career.
It's interesting. You know, he's probably under quite a bit of pressure. Obviously having Ricky. Obviously training him as well.
I'd say slightly unorthodox with that left jab. He almost sort of holds the glove across his body, but when he fires it, as you say, it's a spiteful, straight.
You know, it's a kind of shot that Phil as well. You know, you can't really see it coming.
Yeah.
But what he does, he dips his shoulder, so he covers his chin when he throws it. So he's, you know, he's defending himself.
A little bit of a comeback there from young Martin Shaw. Both young men, actually. Shaw 20, Little just 21. Just looks as though Adam Little carries so much more power. Oh, it's a devastating punch. I think it could be good night already.
Interesting, I noticed Ricky's telling him to calm down. A straight right hand over the top. It's over.
Martin Shaw wanted to go on, but there was no way he could. What a finish from Adam Little. Well, anything you can do, Jimmy Kelly, Adam Little can do better and faster.
This is what I was talking about earlier on, Phil, about excitement. You know, you've got to build a fan base, and one thing about Ricky Hatton, when he boxed, it was pure excitement. You know, and Adam Little was there. Performances like will build a real big fan base.
I'll tell you what, I could nick Lee Purdy's name with that, because that was lights out when he hit that. Just one punch. Good night. Again, credit to referee Steve Gray, he was right in there.
Firstly, please show your appreciation for the efforts of both of our boxers. Our timekeeper of the bell, Mr. Andrew East, records 2 minutes 13 seconds of round number 1. The time in which our referee, Mr. Steve Gray, deemed that Martin Shaw was in no fit position to continue. Therefore, our winner, and still undefeated as a professional boxer, from Kirkham, Lancashire, Adam Little. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to keep that round of applause going for our gallant runner-up as he leaves the ring, Martin Shaw.
Well, those are the pictures that will be in the local papers of Adam Little. I said he was little by name at the moment, but he'll be a big name. I don't think there's much doubt about that, and he's certainly enhanced his reputation tonight, because anybody who's watched that, either live here in the arena or on their computer, television, whatever at home, that was some performance, some punch. There was just no way back for poor Martin Shaw. And in devastating quick fire time, Adam Little makes it 5 from 5, the perfect 100% record. And I'm sure he and his cornerman Ricky Hatton will be delighted. And just as soon as we can, we'll grab a word with them ringside.
Adam, they say don't get paid for overtime in this game, but that was a bit short, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I didn't plan on it being that short, but I saw the opportunity and I took it. You know, in boxing, that's one thing you got to do, because you know that opportunity can go by and you can regret it. So I took it as soon as I saw it.
Noticed tonight, you know, you had your shoulder dips in, your left hand quite low. Was that the plan to throw the overhand right?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that a lot of people see, because they see a left hand down and think we'll capitalise on that by coming in, and they come in a bit too strong. My right hand's there ready for him whenever they want from me.
I said in commentary, it was very clever the way you dip your shoulder into your chin, so you can throw that jab by being low, and obviously then produce that perfect right hand.
Yeah, I mean, obviously your jab sets up everything, and everything comes off my fast jab. You know, people are a bit startled by it at the start, so you know, obviously I didn't intend to be that quick, but I saw the opportunity. I saw you had a little wobble just from a little right hand that I did over the side, and I thought I'd use my head, went to the body, then straight back to the head again. You know, tried to use my head.
Obviously working with Ricky Hatton, you know, former two-time world champion. Is there any added pressure, truthfully?
I don't feel as if there is, you know. I don't feel there's any pressure on me being with Rick, but more pressure on me maybe to win and to look good. But that's pressure that I put on myself, because obviously I want to look good every time I get in there.
I'm a great believer when you call a man, you can look at your corner man and go, he's been there, done it, and obviously at the highest level. You're not going to get no one better to work with, are you?
No, that's exactly it. You know, he's been there, he's seen it. He's seen all the different styles, so it's top. I can't ask for anything better. This training camp, so the other training camps, has been brilliant, and I think it showed it in the fight.
I remember Ricky in. Obviously, it's early days yet. Pleased with this young man?
Yeah, very much so. It's the second fight that I've had with Adam, and when you know, stylistically, you know, when you look at his style compared to mine, it's the complete opposite. But I think the thing is, as a trainer, is to, you know, not everyone trains how I used to train. You train them accordingly to the style, and that's what I think it's clear to see with Adam. He jabs from low, his shoulders, he has great reflexes, and I think I speak for Adam as well. It's fantastic when everything we work on in the gym is paying off in the, you know, in the ring. And what was interesting, you know, he was finding him early with a jab, you know, and you know, when he was catching him early, I said to him in the change rooms, if you start catching early, don't start loading up and getting careless. You know, get that nice composed finish, and that's what he did. He jabbed, you know, very, very sharp. Made the room for the opening, set him up, and it was a wonderful finish. You know, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want his head to swell, but I would say near perfect. You know, can't fault him.
That's interesting to say about, because obviously everyone's going to look at the Ricky Hatton style, but this is the complete opposite. And I said to him just now, is he under pressure? Do you feel under any pressure training him?
Not at all. It's a pleasure to work with. I mean, I grew up on the body belt, you know, and training methods like that, but the body belt isn't suited to Adam. You know, you do a little bit of work on it here and there, because everyone needs to body punch, but you know, I train him, I look at his style, his makeup, and I train him accordingly. And I'd like to think, you know, from the day he come to me, he's not changed anything about his style. I think we just tweaked it a little bit here and added, you know, improvements. And it's only early stages yet, but you know, every day in the gym I see improvement, not just every week. You know, and long may he continue. He's a nice kid, you know, really down to earth, and you know, like a bit of a veteran there. He set him up, he found the shots, he didn't get careless, he just took his time, set him up for the knockout, and can't fault him at all tonight.
He's very clever the way he's tucked his chin into his shoulder. I spoke tonight about, you know, fighters having excitement. This young man certainly sent out a few messages, isn't he, with that kind of performance?
Absolutely. I mean, he's got every punch in the book. You know, he's very sharp. His reflexes are exceptional. I mean, you know, there was nothing written in the boxing handbook that said everyone who's exciting has to come in rolling and body punching. You know, he has a fantastic jab, one of the best jabs I've seen in the gym. You know, it's frightening, and as good as it is, we try and make it better. You know, each day. But no, it's coming on really along. That was his first 6 rounder. I know it ended in the first round, but I mean, I had the confidence in him, the way he's improving in the gym, to move him up already to 6 rounds, and it's all baby steps. We don't want to get carried away, but he's a real talent. You know, he's not on, like I keep saying, he's not on everyone's lips at the minute, but I think he will be in the future.
Obviously, you want to keep him busy. What happens now? Does he have a break from the training, or is he straight back in?
No, I mean, there's one thing that I take into being a coach is to learn from my mistakes, and my mistakes is to not have too long off, go in the gym, tick over, don't let your weight go too high. So I mean, he'll have probably a week off, 9, 10 days, something like that, and then start coming in just doing a little bit here and there, no graft, just keeping on top of the weight, keep improving. It's not just about, you don't just go into training the minute you get a training camp, you go in training all the time, because he's at the novice stage of his career, and we're only going to improve by working in day in, day out, technically, and improving. And as good as he is in all areas, we need to make that better for him to get to the level we want him to get to, which is the very top.
That's very refreshing to hear. Sparring, I've been seeing you've been getting some really good sparring as well, which has helped develop you as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I was with sparring Tyrone Nurse coming up to his prize fighter, which he did brilliant in, and then I've had a few sparring with Matthew Hatton coming up to his Cobra fight. And in my eyes, I couldn't have asked for any other sparring, any better sparring. And as everything, it shows, it might have been, just under 1 round, but I think I showed a vast improvement from even my last fight. And that's what I do in every fight, I want to look improving.
It's nice to see your fans come out. I'm sure you want to say something to your fans before you go.
I mean, it's lovely to people come and watch me, and I can't thank them enough. It means the world to me for people to come and watch me.
Well done tonight, brilliant. Well done.
A real Lancashire hot pot of top boxing action from Bury here tonight. Ricky Hatton described the Adam Little performance as near perfect, and who am I to argue with that? Excellent debut wins as well for Ryan Doyle and for Jimmy Kelly. But that is it from Lancashire this evening. Remember, keep it www.hattonboxing.tv all through the week. And remember, next week we've more live boxing to come when we're in Peterborough. But as I said, for now, from Bury, it's good night.
I can knock out anyone. I mean it now. I can knock out anyone in the middleweight division. There's no one I can't knock out. But in a fight, you're not guaranteed to knock them out. You've got to be able to box and have that and the back of have that. Knowing that you can knock them out. I can't wait to get boxed back from Peterborough. I can't wait. I've had some very good memories boxing people quite a few times.